Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studio in Chicago, Illinois, it's time for Chicago Business Radio. Brought to you by Firmspace, your private sanctuary for productivity and growth. To learn more, go to firmspace.com. Now, here's your host.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Chicago Business Radio. I'm your host, Max Cantor, and before we dive into the show today, I want to shout out our sponsor, Firmspace. Without them, we couldn't be highlighting and sharing these important stories. And speaking of Firmspace, we actually have the CEO of Firmspace on the show today. Please welcome Anish Michael. Welcome to the show, Anish.
Max, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let's jump right in. Tell me a little bit about Firmspace. How you guys serving the community?
Certainly. Well, Firmspace is a flexible office provider for business professionals. We provide private environments that focus on exactly that, the privacy that our members need, the security, and the support that they need to run their businesses. We like to call our concept pro-working. It's really a professional co-working environment, and it's really focused on members that are achievement-driven and maybe don't have a lot of options when it comes to getting their work done in a distraction-free environment. So our pro-working model gives them that sense of security, privacy, and support that they need to accomplish this type of work.
Now, what makes Firmspace different from other shared office space companies?
Yeah, I would say typically other shared office, you generally hear about co-working being, from a traditional standpoint, being a communal environment with open desks that allow for individuals to work, but work in an environment next to other individuals without much privacy and security. The way we are different is all of our memberships are based on a private office, and it allows the professionals that we cater to really have a distraction-free and safe environment to get their work done.
It's funny you say that because I have been in multiple shared office spaces, and I feel like it's always a party. You know, there's like the ping pong table or the slide, but what you guys doing are different. And I was looking through your website, and to me, there's almost a sophisticated feel to it. That's what I felt from looking through your website. So can you share a little bit about your strategy of Firmspace and how the strategy came to be?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'd first say that we certainly enjoy a party and getting to know others and networking, and certainly our environment caters to a networking amongst our members when the time is right and appropriate to do that. But we were really founded on the concept of developing a model that worked for the highest level of services from some certain professionals, mainly lawyers and law firms. And the concept really was generated based on that. And lawyers need a sense of privacy and the ability to focus on their work and service their clients in an environment that isn't going to be distracting, isn't going to compromise the confidentiality of the work that they're working on and the information that their clients are providing. So that was really the genesis for why we built a model like Firmspace. And when we were able to cater to the legal profession, it really allowed us to open the eyes of other professional services and build an environment where it's sophisticated, it's professional, it's meant to keep a focus of getting work done, and ultimately being an environment where our clients and our members worry less about the hassles of running the space and more about an environment that they can bring their clients and guests to and be really proud about.
So you mentioned lawyers, but what other industries would make good members for Firmspace?
Yeah, sure. In addition to the legal profession, financial services, consulting, real estate, there's many industries that really fall into the category of needing an environment like ours.
You talked about how individuals and members can just bring clients to have a meeting at you guys' offices, and that's what they focus on. So I'm assuming you have other amenities that kind of help take care of your members, like reception areas and mail services, things like that?
Yes, we're full service when it comes to that traditional concept of an office sharing environment, mail services, conference rooms. Every location will have a boardroom type conference room that allows for large group gatherings. In addition, we'll have other smaller conference rooms and huddle rooms that do allow for collaboration when that's necessary. So there is other amenities in addition to just having that private office environment and all the other basic amenities that you would want in an office environment, such as refreshments, the coffee, obviously, things of that nature. It's really more about allowing our members to focus on their business and less about them worrying about the administrative hassles of running an office.
Totally, which is great. And you mentioned collaboration and the spaces for collaboration. Do you guys put on any events for your members, and how do you support the members in the community?
Sure, Max. Yeah, definitely want to do things to not only promote our members and their businesses, but also help in the community. Obviously, we're in the middle of challenging times, and so we want to make sure we are adhering to the local requirements as it relates to the COVID pandemic. So we've done different things. We definitely, in terms of our members, providing weekly catering services for meals, things of that nature. We've even gone to the efforts of making sure we're being sanitary as we try to provide those types of meals, just to make sure everyone's comfortable in how we do that. But we still want to continue to do that as being a benefit for our members as they come in on a regular basis. And then in terms of for the community, I think we're new to Chicago. We're happy to be in a great metropolitan city like Chicago, and we feel that we are getting our name out there, and it's being recognized over the last few months since we've been open. And we're looking to partner with community partners that really want to take initiative and bring events and other type of formal gatherings to our space when the time is right. For now, we're certainly adhering to the COVID mandates that are in place locally, and we are working to provide an atmosphere where our members feel safe and comfortable. Really, the good thing about our environment compared to maybe traditional environments is that we were really built with that social distancing in mind because of the private offices. And so it gives our members comfort to be able to come into their offices, close their door, and be able to focus on the task at hand and not worry about some of the things that we all are facing in our daily lives today.
Yeah, I got to say, you guys were social distancing before it was cool, before it was the cool thing to do. You were ahead of the game there with that one.
Yeah, Max, that's a good way to put it.
Is there anything special about the Chicago Firmspace location compared to the other Firmspace locations?
Well, it's unique in the sense that we have 3 floors at the top of our building at 145 South Wells, and it's great to be at the top of the building. We actually are contiguous with the amenity floor at the very top of the building, so it really gives our members the ability to enjoy their private office environment, but really have a really close step to being on the amenity level of the building, which comes with a workout facility, shower rooms, outdoor terrace when they want to go out and get a fresh breath of air, and additional open areas to be able to collaborate with not only their colleagues, but guests that they want to invite to the building. It also has a golf simulator up there. So if someone wants to go upstairs and take a quick break from the daily grind, we think it's just a great amenity floor, and we're glad to be a part of the building and so close to it.
Anish, it seems like you're not only giving people private office spaces, it's almost a lifestyle. I mean, you could spend an entire day at the FirmSpace location.
Well, yeah. It's funny that you say that. I think the building and the great group of developers and the landlords that built that had a really good understanding in mind. Tom Rozak, architects and company who helped develop the building, Rozak and Visseri. They really put forth the thought and we're able to think through what really makes sense in this part of town, what really is an amenity that people are longing for. They come from a background in building high-rise condominiums, and it's funny because it really does have a great feel, not only of a wonderful office space where professionals can come and focus on the work, but it gives them the abilities to do things that are attractive for everyday living.
And we're talking about the Chicago FirmSpace, but where are your other FirmSpace locations across the country?
Sure, yeah. I'd be happy to tell you. We currently have 5 locations at this point, Chicago being our most recent, but we also have locations in Austin, Denver, Houston, and Atlanta.
And how did you guys end up picking those cities?
Yeah, you know what? It's a great question, and it's something that we are really particular about. We do a lot of research up front and make sure we are in cities that where we see a need for our particular concept, right? And that includes growing cities with professionals that have a desire to be in our environment, but it also needs to be in the right location. With the ability for our professionals to have the additional amenities, not only within our space, but and not only within the building, but also in the surrounding area, the surrounding block, to really have a complete environment, if you will, for the type of things they want to do on a daily basis. So those things are important to us as we grow and expand, and those are some of the reasons why we've made the decisions to be in the cities we're currently in.
So if there's a member in one city, say Chicago, and they become a member at the Chicago FirmSpace, do they get access to the other FirmSpace locations as well?
Absolutely. It's something that we've been wanting to have, and it's a reason why we're spread out all over the country at this point in time. We're wanting to build a network so that our members have the ability to access FirmSpace wherever they may be. So if they happen to be a FirmSpace Chicago member and want to head to Denver for a couple of days, if there is availability to have an office in the Denver location, our FirmSpace Chicago member is more than welcome to use it.
What are your different types of memberships for professionals?
Yes, it's a great question, Max, because we've thought a lot about it recent with the way the work environment has changed through the pandemic. Our basic membership has been a private office membership where you can get a private office with however many guests are needed, and that can range within our locations. But those private office memberships are typically based on a 2-month, 6-month, or 12-month term. So there's a lot of flexibility in terms of how long of a duration that our members want. And in addition to that private office, we have other products such as conference room use, day office use, even a FirmSpace hybrid product, which piggybacks our private office membership in the sense that we allow for up to 3 people to use the same office and desk so long as they're just not working there at the same time. So we decided to bring out that hybrid product for a small fee. It's always been a 2-to-1 ratio for us with our guests. We just bumped it up to a 3-to-1 ratio because we feel there's a demand out there that people are longing for a hybrid work environment. And this is our way to say, hey, we're here to try to meet this desire and demand, and give companies a little bit more flexibility in how they want to staff their work environments.
Totally. And Anish, you sound very passionate about what you do. It sounds like you enjoy being the CEO of FirmSpace. So for you, what's the most rewarding part of the job?
Well, it's great to be a part of a company that's finding ways to innovate and bring new concepts and solutions to the commercial real estate industry. That's been fun since day one, something that we're trying to accomplish and give people more solutions, more options. But I have to say, just the day-to-day gratitude and fulfillment that I have is just working with my team and just growing something special. And you and I both know that a product is only good as the people that are around it and able to promote it and support it. And at the end of the day, while we're selling office space and giving people a place to work, we're really here to support their mission, their business, the things that they're trying to accomplish. And that's really at the end of the day what FirmSpace is all about. We're trying to enable people to achieve their very best, and it just happens to be in a private office environment. But we're also here to be an extension of their business and provide the support they need to excel in their day-to-day work.
And so for any professional that's looking to achieve their very best, or even to learn more about FirmSpace in general, what's the best way they can find you guys?
Absolutely. The best way is going to our website at www.firmspace.com. And for the folks in Chicago, please come check us out. We're located at 145 South Wells in the Central Loop, right off of the Quincy Loop, and in a great place, I think, for many professionals to want to continue and really rejuvenate their work.
For sure. Anish, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
And it's not every day that I get to talk to the CEO of FirmSpace, so I also got to say thank you so much for sponsoring the show. Thanks to FirmSpace, we've been able to talk to amazing businesses across the Chicagoland area, from small theaters to restaurants to everything in between. So a very special thank you for helping us out at being able to highlight these local businesses.
You bet, Max. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. And thanks, everyone, for listening to another great episode of Chicago Business Radio. I'm your host, Max Cantor, and we'll see you next time.
This episode of Chicago Business Radio has been brought to you by FirmSpace, your private sanctuary for productivity and growth. To learn more, go to firmspace.com.